So today we'll learn about parallelograms and their properties. And later we're going to be doing some practice problems. So, what is a parallelogram? Well, the definition of a parallelogram is a quadrilateral, which is a four-sided polygon with both pairs of opposite sides parallel. Another thing about parallelograms is that the opposite sides, they're also congruent. So AB is not only parallel to DC, but it's also congruent, and AB is parallel and congruent to BC. Another thing is that opposite angles are congruent. So let's say angle A is 100. That means angle C must be 100. And let's say angle B is 80. Then angle D is also 80. And you see how those angles add up to 360. All parallelograms, their angles add up to 360. Another property of parallelograms is that their diagonals bisect each other. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that if we were to have a diagonal from A to C and a diagonal from B to D, it would cut the diagonal into equal segments. So A, let's call the point in the middle E. AE would be congruent to EC, and BE would be congruent to ED. But that doesn't mean the diagonals are equal to each other. So the AC diagonal is different from the BD diagonal. Another property of parallelograms is that any two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. So let's go back to our last example. Angle A is 100, angle C is 100. And you see how the angles next to angle A, angle B, and D, that when you add up angle A plus angle D or B, it equals to 180. So all angles, all adjacent angles, are supplementary to each other. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for some practice problems, okay? So let's assume that this quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. And I'll give you a moment to pause the video to try to find the measure of x, y, and z. Okay, I assumed you paused the video. So the first one, let's solve for x. This one should be really easy because we know that opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. So we could set 2x minus 2 equal to 8. Add 2 to the other side, and we get x equals to 5. Another thing that's pretty easy is finding the value of y, because we could just set 3y plus 3 equal to 12 because we know that the diagonals of a parallelogram, they bisect each other. So we could say 12 equals to 3y plus 3. We subtract the 3 from that side and from 12. And we get 9 equals 3y. Therefore, y equals 3. So the final one, if angle D is 46 and angle A is 3z minus 4, solve for z. Now, we know that adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. They add up to 180. So if angle D is 46 and angle A is 3z minus 4, we could do 46 plus 3z minus 4 equals 180. First, we simplify. 46 minus 4 is 42. Move 42 to the other side. 3z equals 138. And then we divide. So now we get z equals 46. And that's it. I hope y'all learned something from this video. And please stay tuned for the next video. Have a nice day.